Hi, I'm Tiana Jones, and you're watching Real School.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you?
From you.
I'd say Duval County Public Schools has lots of spirit. We'll prove it with highlights from this year's Public Education Partners Rally for Excellence. Welcome to a new episode of Real School. I'm Madeline Bryant. From a battle of the bands to a soaked superintendent, this year's pep rally was a big success, drawing thousands of students and families. We'll have much more on the pep rally in moments, but first, here's a look at what else we're working on this episode.
Coming up today on Real School, we've got not one, not two, but 3 big classroom surprises. Keep watching to find out why these terrific teachers are being recognized and who is behind each surprise. Plus, students at Lake Lucina Elementary School have more reasons to swing, slide, and play thanks to a new playground. Hear how the school board teamed up with the city of Jacksonville to bring this exciting new addition to students.
And I'm Jacob Haig. Today, I get to talk about myself, and of course, all of the other Real School hosts. Coming up is a Real School special report you don't want to miss. I'll see you soon.
That sounds interesting, Jacob. Thanks. Now to our top story. The 2014-2015 school year has just come to a close, but we're ending with a spirited celebration thanks to this year's Pep Rally for Excellence. It was the perfect way to recognize students, teachers, and community partners for their achievements. Real School reporter Jalen Gamble is here with more. How was it, Jalen?
Madeline, I think it's safe to say that people left this event with a lot of pep in their step and a lot of support for public education. The district kicked off this year's pep rally by hitting the ground running. I'm talking about the Spirit 5K Stadium Run and the 1 mile Reading is Fun run. Hundreds laced up their running shoes and came together for literacy,
so that kids can learn to read and they can get really good jobs in the future.
The 5K took runners through the ramps of Everbank, and the 1 mile took them around the stadium.
I think it was awesome.
How come?
Because it was long.
Looking good, guys. Now to the Jaguars Cabanas Fan Entertainment Zone. This is where district and city leaders spoke to the crowd about what this event is all about.
Today is about celebrating wellness with the run. It's also about celebrating community, everyone coming together. And then it's also about celebrating literacy. We're recognizing quite a few students today that have done their part in doing extra reading. And all the parents and students out there, please make sure that we keep on reading over the summer.
At every turn, there was an emphasis on literacy. At the Read It For Jax Zone, families enjoyed story time with celebrity readers, and students who read at least 25 books earned medals. And what would this pep rally be without some fun and games? Backed by popular demand, the dunking booth. People lined up for the chance to soak the superintendent, board members, teachers, and more. There was truly something for everyone, from the wellness zone to early learning and VPK zone, the food zone, the child safety zone, and the teacher VIP zone. All of these activities took place against a backdrop of amazing student performances from the main stage. From dance to music, and for the first time, a Battle of the Bands competition with high school drum lines.
For them to finally win and get some justice, a due process for them is pretty good. It gives us something to work with, because we can be prepared for knowing that the sections are going to come after us next year, so that we can stay motivated.
Whew, talk about a full day.
I think it's great to get together with the other schools and with everybody in the community and just have fun and just support
We appreciate each and every one of you. Madeline, back to you.
Thanks, Jalen. In case you didn't notice, a couple of Real School hosts made special appearances at this year's celebration. Joshua and Praniti served as guest speakers on the main stage. And I gotta say, they looked like they had fun. Great work, guys. We now go to Jefferson Davis Middle School. That's where district leaders announced a new multi-million-dollar program geared toward helping the most at-risk students in Duval County middle schools. It's called the Nonviolence Project, or NVP. 5,000 students over the next 5 years will be served. Dr. Vitti made the announcement alongside NVP USA representatives. NVP is a part of the district's middle school reform plan and will be implemented in 24 schools starting next school year. Through this program, behavior interventionists will work with students in addressing issues such as poor academic performance, truancy, and disciplinary violations. Dr. Vitti says that middle school years can be fragile for students, and this program will provide much needed support.
Our children often are growing up not knowing how to problem solve, not knowing how to work through conflict in a positive way. And this initiative will equip children to properly problem solve and to deal with conflict, which is lacking with many of our children.
NVP will run through the year 2020. $15 million in funding has been made possible through private donations. Joining us to talk more about the importance of this new program is the Executive Director of Student Discipline and Support Services, Michael McCauley. Real School anchor Praniti Kudre is here with his interview. Praniti?
At the NVP News Conference, Dr. Vitti said that middle school years can be very fragile for students. What does that mean, and what do you think is the greatest need for youth?
Well, the middle grades are when kids go through the greatest change physically and cognitively, so in terms of thinking, since they were infants. Lots of changes to the body, lots of changes to the way that you're approaching kind of friendships and socially, your family, your friends, etc. So this is a period when we see some pretty dramatic moves in where kids start and where they finish at the end of middle school.
How does this program address these needs?
Well, this particular program that we're going to put into the schools is designed to meet middle school kids where they are in terms of thinking, so that we offer them opportunities to develop some strategies around how they interact with their peers, how they interact with their families, they're just community at large, so that they have something to go on as they go through these changes and get ready for that big shift to high school.
What evidence will we have at the end of these 5 years to know that NVP has been successful?
Well, our goal is to see some changes in the students who get involved. The kids that we hope to invite to be a part of this process are kids that we know come with some risk factors. Maybe they struggle in school academically. Maybe they have a hard time with attendance and just getting to school and staying engaged in the learning process. Their grades may suffer. They may get into some behavior issues at school. So we're really trying to identify a group of kids that we believe can make a difference and in the end see reductions in those things that we don't desire, like bad behavior and bad grades, and see changes in the way in which they're making some better choices, which we hope to see improvement then obviously in their academic work as well as just the way that they get along socially.
Why are partnerships like this one with NVP USA so important to the district?
Oh, wow. Well, as always, resources are a challenge. You know, it's always looking for opportunities to partner with the community at large. School districts were not equipped, nor should we be designed to fix all of the problems in our communities. By going into a partnership like this, it gives us the resources to make some of these things happen that we couldn't otherwise do on our own.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Praniti. Our next story is one worthy of a big bravo and an encore. A piece of the Big Apple is coming to Duval County Public Schools. Real School anchor Barika Chim is here with details. Barika?
Madeline, it's amazing what can be accomplished through technology. Thanks to some incredible partners, Douglas Anderson School of the Arts will soon broadcast live New York Metropolitan Operas for thousands of students and teachers to enjoy. Meet Riley Bragg, a Douglas Anderson School of the Arts senior. She loves opera, and today she's singing a new tune. Her alma mater has become one of only 3 in the nation selected by the Metropolitan Opera to screen their performances on the school campus. It's part of their The Met Live in HD series.
Teachers here for the arts work tirelessly. Like I said, it was a no-brainer for me to say, let's go to Jacksonville and go through the red tape to set up an HD site here.
Starting in October, students from all over the district will be able to come to Douglas Anderson's auditorium to view operas as they're being performed on stage in New York.
I think that is moving us as a city and as a school system closer to developing the whole child.
To make this a reality, the school's auditorium will receive more than $200,000 in technical upgrades, making it HD ready. This is all thanks to a partnership between the school board and Opera Jacksonville, and by the support of the Dubois Family Foundation and the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida.
We are revealing a magnificent art form to the next generation of our community. It is not only incumbent upon us, I feel it is our obligation.
With art education, our students develop critical thinking skills, they become better citizens, and develop a greater love and appreciation for creativity and the arts in their adult lives.
I often thought about all the years that I missed out on enjoying something so phenomenal and wished there was a way that children could have opera brought into the classroom and made alive.
For the past 7 years, Opera Jacksonville has been working with the district in sending students each year to view these broadcasts at local movie theaters. But with these live performances being broadcast from Douglas Anderson, leaders estimate that as many as 3,000 students will be able to enjoy these shows. For Wolfson High School teacher Antonio Hunt, this new partnership is a dream come true.
I actually put it a part of the curriculum, and we make a huge field trip out of that. And we come to, well, in the past have been theaters, and now is what's amazing that we'd be able to use one of our own schools that's going to service the operas within years to come.
A total of 5 performances from the Met will be broadcast at Douglas Anderson. I know this will be a wonderful experience for these students and many of the district's music programs. Back to you.
Thanks, Barika. We're just getting started on Real School, and here's a look at what's next.
Still to come on Real School. She's public education strong, and our superintendent wants you to know it. Stay tuned to meet this first grade teacher and her class and why they earned a classroom visit.
And I'm George Boston. The forecast for my story is bright, thanks to a new state-of-the-art weather station operating at one of our middle schools. I'll show you where right after the break. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back.
When I read, I shoot for the stars. As an astronaut aboard a spaceship. When I read, I learn ways I can keep my dog healthy, just like a veterinarian.
When I read, I'm a firefighter who is great, who saves the day.
When I read, my career is clear for takeoff as a pilot. The sky's the limit.
VPK students develop literacy skills needed to become better readers. For a complete list of the Duval County Public Schools that offer VPK, go to duvalschools.org or call us at 904-390-2877.
This journey has been 150 years in the making. Are you ready to make history? Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You need to focus and work hard every day at everything you do. Together, we will achieve greatness. I promise you all this. Give me 100%. And we will win. Who's with me?
We are! It gives me an opportunity to get a break from my classwork, and I can get fresh air and play with my friends. I like sliding down the slide and climbing the rocks. I'm happy that we have our new playground.
It's a new playground worthy of celebrating. We're at Lake Lucina Elementary, where the district and the city are coming together to play. City Council member Clay Yarbrough is calling this new playground a win-win for both the school and the Arlington community. He says it not only fulfills the need for the school, it also meets the needs of the community. Yarbrough joined Board Chair Cheryl Grimes and other district leaders at Lake Lucina Elementary for the ribbon cutting. Students and teachers gathered around the new playground and celebrated with a performance. Yarbrough says the new playground came as a result of working with Board Chair Grimes. He says the city had extra funds set aside for public playgrounds, and Grimes identified Lake Lucina as a school in need of a new one.
You know, learning is the primary reason that they're here, but they need time to go outside and have fun and recreate. So, you know, just wanted to help, just wanted to be a partner in our educational efforts, and so working with Cheryl Grimes, we made it happen.
And as you can see, students are definitely having a good time. It sounds like a great partnership. Students and teachers at Mayport Middle Coastal Sciences Academy are on cloud 9 since becoming the first in the district to have its very own weather station. Rain or shine, students will now have access to valuable data, sure to enhance their STEM-based studies. Real School reporter George Boston joins us with details.
Madeline, it's called WeatherSTEM. It's high-tech, it's fun, and it's taking Mayport Middle by storm. It was the perfect day for an outdoor assembly at Mayport Coastal Sciences Middle School, and a perfect day to learn about this exciting new resource.
The sun creates the energy.
It may look small, but this device is a weather station. Look closely, and you can spot it on the roof of the school. This weather station is just one piece of a larger unit helping the school get real-time weather data in a lightning-fast way, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All these different systems are uploading data to us once a minute, and that data gets interspersed into a platform that delivers science education curriculum.
Ed Mansouri is the CEO of WeatherSTEM. He says his company is working to place units in each of Florida's 67 school districts. He tells us these units do much more than just report the temperature. They collect data all over the school, in their pond, in their greenhouse, and even in their soil.
Teachers can guide their students through mining that data and analyzing it and looking at how weather is changing over long periods of time, over the course of a week, a month, a year.
All of this data is uploaded to a system that can be accessed online. By logging on to Mayport Middle's WeatherSTEM website, you can see everything from the heat index to the dew point. And check this out. The school is also equipped with a cloud camera that takes pictures of the sky once a minute.
It's definitely super exciting that the kids are going to have such an innovative, one-of-a-kind technology that they'll be able to use hands-on, and something that they'll be able to apply to real-life situations.
Teachers and staff are so excited about the addition. They made it a show and tell and invited students at nearby Finnegan and Mayport Elementary to see it for themselves.
We really focus on and value hands-on experiences because we know that students learn best when they actually do what we're teaching instead of reading it from a book, and the kids feel the same way.
That WeatherSTEM unit is super cool. And if you want to check out the forecast over at Mayport Middle, just head out to duval.weatherstem.com. Back to you guys.
Thanks, George. Our next story takes us right next door to Mayport Elementary School. It's where community members and education advocates came together for an exciting Discover Duval tour. It began in the Media Center with the principal and students sharing highlights about the school, but it wasn't long before participants were touring classroom after classroom. The group was joined by Dr. Vitti, and they looked through microscopes, played with starfish, and looked at the fish in the school's lab. Not a bad way to start the school day. But the story at Mayport Elementary doesn't end there. Dr. Vitti made a special detour to the classroom of first grade teacher Delise Diggs, a public education strong teacher. Take a look.
I came by to surprise your teacher, because I don't know if you know this, but of all the grades at Mayport Elementary, you all have the highest improvement in your iReady scores of all the grades at Mayport Elementary in reading. So I came by to not only congratulate all of you for your hard work with just learning how to read and practicing through iReady, but I also wanted to congratulate Miss Diggs.
Way to go, Miss Diggs. Dr. Vitti gave Diggs a special pin to commemorate her work. Vitti also recognized the student who's shown the highest improvement in her class. I'd say this is a pretty sweet surprise that this class won't forget.
Reading is so important, and as they get older, the Common Core standards are going to get harder and harder and harder, and it's going to require more of them. And reading is just so important, and if they have those foundational skills, they can do anything.
Dr. Vitti didn't leave before making sure each student got a goodie bag, celebrating their commitment to learning. Congrats! Next on Real School, we're taking you beyond the set and behind the scenes. After the break, we as hosts are telling you our story. Here's what else you can expect for the rest of this episode.
Coming up on Real School, From elementary school to middle school, we've got 2 more teacher surprises coming your way. And this time they come with really big surprises. Stay tuned to get the scoop. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back.
It's about the whole family. It's about improving the life of the parent, the child, the whole family unit.
The Parent Academy of Duval County Public Schools is a free resource for parents, caregivers, and community members.
I think that anybody that has any dealings with children, you would want to be a part of Parent Academy.
These free courses are offered all over Jacksonville, and they're available in 3 strands. Student achievement courses help in assisting children academically and in navigating the school system. Parenting and advocacy courses enhance parenting, advocacy, and leadership skills. Finally, personal and individual growth courses focus on personal and professional growth.
I grew up with a single mom and was the oldest, so I didn't learn a lot of things and didn't have somebody over me. I kind of raised myself, so that personal development was key for me.
Participating in the Parent Academy is free and open to the entire community. Course catalogs for the fall and spring semesters can be found at your child's school or online at duvalschools.org/parentacademy. Registration is quick and simple and can be done online. Public transportation assistance is available, and remember, you don't have to be a parent to enroll. Opportunities are also available for businesses and faith-based institutions.
It's just a matter of wanting to be a part. It's accessible, it's a resource. A resource is like anything else, it's voluntary.
The Parent Academy, learning, growing together. For more information, visit duvalschools.org/parentacademy. Call 904-390-2960 or email parentacademy@duvalschools.org.
Welcome back to Real School. According to the University of North Florida, the Gladys Pryor Award for Career Teaching Excellence provides one of the biggest monetary prizes for teachers in the nation. This year, Duval County Public Schools had 2 recipients, and we were there as each was recognized. Their first stop was at James Weldon Johnson College Preparatory. Molly Peterson, an English teacher, was in for a big shock.
Those of you in this room, who thought today was going to be a great day?
I'm going to tell you that this is going to be an even better day.
And I am really happy to tell you that you are one of our recipients of the 2015 Gladys Pryor Award for Teaching Excellence and Career Excellence.
What's even better, Peterson's husband, who is also a teacher, joined in on the surprise. The good news continued the next day at Mandarin Oaks Elementary School. Math teacher Timothy Kinney was in the middle of a lesson, but that didn't last for long.
Good afternoon, how are you? Good. Are you learning a lot from this guy? Yes. Yeah. Well, you know what? Today's a really special day for Mr. Kenny. Tim Kenny, you are being given the Gladys Pryor Award for Career Excellence in Teaching.
And there you have it, the second recipient of the prestigious award. Mr. Kinney was also joined by his wife and children. We've come to our last story of the day and the last story of the season. What a better way to wrap up the season than to tell our own story. Real School reporter Jacob Haig has more.
Hey guys, did you know that Madeline likes to dance? Or that I can play 3 instruments? Want to know more? Well, then sit back and enjoy. This year, we've had an absolute blast bringing you stories about Duval County Public Schools. But today, we're super excited to bring you our stories. Let's start with our high school hosts. Praniti Kudre is a student at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts and loves to perform. She loves to act, sing, and dance in local theaters and venues, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that in her spare time, Praniti loves to break out in song and dance. Oh, and did you know she's also a black belt in Taekwondo and self-defense? Madeline Bryant attends Paxton School for Advanced Studies and, like Praniti, she loves to be on stage. She's danced for 14 years and even choreographed her school's production of High School Musical. Madeline also loves psychology, English, and chemistry. In fact, she was the high school grand prize winner at the district's high school and middle school science fair. Darnell Cookman, School of the Medical Arts student Barika Chem, says science is her favorite subject. In fact, she wants to be an infectious diseases doctor or researcher, as well as a worker at the UN. The Miss School of the Medical Arts winner is involved in the National Honor Society, Key Club, and loves to volunteer. Barika is fluent in the Cambodian language and enjoys Cambodian arts, dancing, and classical Cambodian ballet. Joshua Pinckney is graduating from Mandarin High School and wants to be a TV news anchor personality. Joshua's favorite subject is economics, and he's been on the baseball team. For fun, Joshua loves to stay active by playing basketball, traveling, and hanging out with friends. A neat fact, he also plays the piano and even plays for his church. And now, to the middle school hosts. Like many of our hosts, Jalen Gamble is from Jacksonville. And, if you didn't notice, she's pretty outgoing. So we think it's pretty fitting that the Oshaway Middle School student wants to be a newscaster when she grows up. Her favorite subject is language arts, but she also has an athletic side. She's played basketball and run track, and when she's not hanging out with her friends and family, Jalen also loves to swim. Turns out our next host, George, is also athletic. He says he plays tennis every week and likes to squeeze in extra games whenever he can. George's favorite subject is history, and he's part of the student council. George is part of Mandarin Middle School's TV production team, which makes total sense because he says he wants to be in television marketing when he grows up. And here's a fun fact about George. He's bilingual and speaks Russian as a second language. Finally, there's me, Jacob Haig. I love science, and in 2013, I placed 4th in the state science fair in the engineering division. I've also been a part of James Weldon Johnson's National Junior Honor Society, Scholar Bowl, and band. I love soccer and even play with JFC. For fun, I play the piano, drums, and the guitar, and I've been modeling since I was 5. Another fun fact, Barika and Joshua are both twins. Cool, right? We've all enjoyed being a part of this show, so for one last time, back to you guys.
Thanks, Jacob, and a big thanks to all of the hosts for your hard work this year. It's been a great year. We want to thank all of you for watching. New episodes of Real School will be back this fall. Till then, be sure to keep up with us on duvalschools.org. Have a great summer and have a great day. Since becoming the first in the district to have their very own weather
Just head out to duvalweatherstem.org. No.
Want to know more?
We appreciate.
Have a great summer and have a great day. Ding!
Sounds like a blue boy.